Alright guys, we are going to be reacting to abs. I mean Sett now. Yeah, we're react-andying today, alright?
I'm the boss. That's all there is to it.
Coin stack, refill mana, we know what coins do. So Sett is a 5 mana challenger unit. We did predict yesterday on stream that Sett would be around 5 to 6 mana. First time I would drop below 1 health while attacking, give me barrier. Level up, you spent 40 mana. Okay, at first glance, this seems like a lot. And I don't know how that's gonna work, but let's watch the video.
Want a piece of me? Line starts.
I mean, if you insist, Sett.
Welcome to the arena. Whoa.
Okay, so he should have died there, but he just got barrier.
The feeling of stepping into the ring.
Big night. Let's give him a show, huh?
It's a weird concussive bomb.
Hit him with the old one too.
Facebreaker is a slow speed stun too. Crescent Strike, is that you?
Run. Remember, no IOUs, no collateral.
Is that a 5 mana draw 2 spell?
Perhaps another warrior can temper Sett's ego.
Master Bing Ching. Sorry, there's so much happening.
Can you? He must have taken after his father.
That was a weird momentous choice, right? Like, that was a little bit, that was weird. Why are they momentous choicing there? Like, even for, like, champion reveal trailer, that's still a weird play, right? Like...
Looks like a full house. Nice work. And would it kill you to smile? Huh. Time to give him a show.
Pretty damn fucking cool. Nice. I love the animation for the coins. It's very pretty.
Beat losers, get paid. This one's gonna hurt.
Showstopper. Is that an obliterate card in Ionia? Ain't no way, dude.
Hey, you kind of look like someone. Someone I hate.
Oh yeah? Then why don't we work it out in the ring?
Wait, why is that guy's voice so high?
Give it up for the reigning champ!
Very nice. I like the music. Wow, Sett. Oh my god. I love when they do like the movie things on the artwork there. Okay. There's a lot happening. So I was like talking. I didn't want to pause too much there. I think they misplanned purpose to make us confused and angry. Maybe they do. Like, okay, so I think they actually played the momentous choice there so that they didn't recall the Sett. So that they recalled the Jace instead. Yeah, because it looks like this guy recalls. Yeah, it was to keep Sett in the game, basically. Okay, yeah. Let's look at these cards, shall we? I have them pulled up here. So we can do a little bit more evaluating. So Sett has got some gorgeous champion art. He's, like I said, he's a challenger unit. When he levels up, which this seems like a really hefty level up condition. But after he levels up, when he's attacking, I can't take damage or die, he just turns into Tarek. Good for him. I mean, they both got great abs. And each round could a showstopper in hand once you spent 12 plus mana. So that's similar to how what Lux does, which is she needs to see 6 plus mana spent in order to create a final spark. That being said, Sett is in... So Lux is spells, and Sett is just mana. Right? So you can play units or anything. Each round, and you can only create a showstopper once per round. Also, I think it's worth noting that Sett only drops below this Sett effect only happens once. So Sett is a card that levels up in deck. So I think in most scenarios you would want to keep Sett. Basically, you kind of like he's just like a fine unit to play on 5, kind of like Vi almost. But you probably want you want to play your Sett level is what I'm thinking. He's just so freaking hard to level. I feel like 40 plus mana is a lot, guys. I don't really want to do the math on this right now, but like, God. So hey, Bun, Thank you for stopping by. It's been a while. I hope you've been doing well. He doesn't get his level 1 ability on his level 2. Yeah, but he can't take damage or die while he's attacking, so it's kind of like a better effect, isn't it? His level 2 is just straight up better than his level 1. 40 plus mana is turn 9 without help, so he's really late game. Okay, so if you had no extra help and you weren't refilling your mana with coins, and you got all the way to turn 9, then your set would be leveled if you spent your mana. Huh. Yes. I guess him losing the barrier though on his level 2 means that he doesn't really, they're not really meaning for him to have Shen synergy. I have to say though, Shen synergy with Sett would be really fucking cool. Okay, so Showstopper. Also wait, Sett Shen would be, it would just be Shet, right? Do you know if this includes spell mana? This does include spell mana. So 40 plus mana in general is just like all mana. So it's unit mana and spell mana. If they specify spell mana, obviously it's only just that one, there's a little spell mana part. But yeah, this is just everything. Shet. I'm gonna build Shet, by the way. Sheesh. Shit. Shet. Yeah, Shet. I'm gonna build Shet. I mean, it's not gonna be good, but like. So Showstopper is the card that he creates once you spent 12 plus mana, and it's an Obliterate, which is fucking insane because Ionia doesn't have access to Obliterates. The one thing that Ionia has is like stuns and recalls, right? Ionia specifically does not have access to tools that destroy enemy, like that kill enemy cards, let alone obliterate them. So this is really interesting. This is the strongest part of Sett, right? And he deals 1 to all other enemies and then enemy access. You kind of saw in the video that he was like suplexing. He was like suplexing his opponent here.
House, nice work. And time to give him a show.
Oh, we have to talk about this level of animation, by the way. When he plays Showstopper, it's got a really neat animation.
Yep.
It feels like the Sett. I think it's the Sett Ultimate in League of Legends where he jumps up, like ooh, suplexes them into the ground. Yeah, Sett could suplex me any day. Anyways, so Facebreaker is a 4-mana stun 2, creates a coin in hand. So this is another like coin creating card. This feels okay. It's a slow speed stun. I know that you could potentially compare this to maybe a card like Crescent Strike, because Crescent Strike is another slow speed stun too. But the reason why Crescent Strike, which is in Targon by the way, is good is because you get flexibility with when you can choose it with like the star chart and stuff like that. You don't really want to, I don't know, main decking Facebreaker doesn't seem fantastic, but it is his champion spell, which is, it's fine. Anyways, yeah, so that's all right. Like, I mean, it's his champion spell, it's fine. It's not like ridiculous in my opinion. Then you've got Place Your Bets, which is a draw 2 and create 2 coins in hand, which in my opinion is ridiculous because I mean this is just a 5-mana draw 2 cards, right? Like, isn't this nutty? And it creates 2 coins in hand. The worst part is though, when I see this card, and I know everyone's thinking it, is this is a Rise card. Rise. I mean, Seraphine's fine, right? But like, come on, Rise! It is very much so a Majin card, though. I'm interested. So, is it they already have formula? Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's just draw, right? Okay, so what I'm thinking about, right, was with Ionia. I know Ionia has draw, but I think a lot of Ionia's draw is, like, spell-based, right? So no one plays Key Guardian, so we're not going to talk about that. Okay, they got Shadow Assassin. But like, okay, so Ionia-based decks play like Deep Med, right? Which specifically draws you spells, but there's no like Ionia draw card that just straight up draws you cards. Like this is fucking great. this is a great fucking card, right? It's a normal ass draw card. It's really funny to me that they're rotating out TF and then they're just like, all right, we're going fucking Insano style on the draw cards now. But it makes me happy that they feels like they have the space now to print cards like this. So, yeah. sign-in exists. Yeah, but they nerfed sign-ins like pretty. I mean, they nerfed sign-in. People will play like a one-off of sign-in, but at the end of the day, like having this as a 5-mana spell is just really, really nice. Yeah, ain't no one but Majin play sign-in. Yeah, this is great. It's kind of like, because they just printed Formula, which is another, what is it? Formula is a 6-mana refill your spell mana card, but also draws 2. It's 5 mana. Creates the coins. So I have looked at these cards beforehand, and I have to say, I'm like fairly certain that Place Your Bets is the best card of the coin set package. Place your bets on whether or not Place Your Bets is going to be strong. So yeah, this card is very, very good. Especially in Ionia. Then we've got 8-mana Old Timer. He's like this beardy looking dude with like pointy ears. I'm not gonna lie, he looks like Batman. Is he Batman? He's also beating up on the shark dude. The shark dude from... oh, you fucking... He's beating up on this guy. Double your blood and set the sharks loose. Well, so much for setting the sharks loose, because he's getting his ass beaten by the Old Timer of all people. God. I gotta say though, this Old Timer is looking mighty buff. So the Old Timer is a double attack 8-mana unit. We should just call him Batman. He's literally he's just old Batman. So he plays and he recalls the strongest enemy. If you spend 16 plus mana this round you can recall all enemies instead. This is very obvious synergy with Ice Pillar, right? From Trundle's Ice Pillar. So on turn 8, you'll drop an Ice Pillar for 8, and then you drop the Old Timer, and you can recall all your enemies. So there's a possibility that you could run this in Feel the Mina instead, and maybe just, I don't know. Is this better than Mina? I actually don't know if this is better than Mina, because this is very conditional on you having the Ice Pillar, right? Versus Mina is just a 9-mana card that comes down. He gives father vibes as he's beating up this shark dude. What about Usari? Wait, this guy kind of does look like Usari, doesn't he? Okay, well, Usari's actually got like ears, and Usari honestly kind of gives me the ick a little bit. Usari's giving me the ick. This guy doesn't really give me the ick that much. I don't know. There's a difference here somewhere. That's Sett's father. Is this Sett's father? Okay, wait, so from what I know about Sett's lore, Sett has, I think it's a Noxian mother and an Ionian father, right? Unless it's the other way around and his dad is Noxian, his mom is Ionian. And Sett hates his dad, right? Oh, in the video, doesn't he say you look like someone I hate? You look like somebody I hate. I mean, he didn't say it exactly like that, but I think my Sett impersonation is pretty spot on, I'm not gonna lie.
Hey. KO! Hey, you kind of look like someone I hate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why is this guy's voice so hot? Oh, Sett has an Avastayan Ionian mom, and his father is a Noxian human. So this guy is looking rather non-human-like because he's got bat ears, but we have to remember, guys, Batman is human and he's got bat ears, right? So, like, this guy could be a human, but he is Ionia, so... He could be Sett's father. Like, Sett literally just said, confirmation-wise in the video, this looks like you look like somebody I hate, you know? That's Samara art? Holy fuck, that's Samara art. Holy shit, she looks so good. Also, hey, Rolly. Master takes a dig at him applying it. Yeah, like, they're just, like, trash-talking each other. They could be father-son. He's a Noxian disguised as an Ionian Vastayan. Yeah. He could be a Noxian human, and he's trying to fight in the Ionian rings. So he's disguised himself with obviously the perfect Batman disguise with his pointed ears. No one will suspect him. I don't know. I think this is a part of his outfit, guys. I don't think these are his ears. I don't believe it. Go back more to the video where they're talking and stuff.
Hey.
Here.
KO! Hey, Hey, you kind of look like someone. Someone I hate.
Oh, yeah? Then why don't we work it out in the ring?
Work it out in the ring, eh? Wait, when you summon the master? Oh yeah, they summon the master over here, right?
Sett's ego.
Can't seem to train that arrogance out of him, can you?
He must have taken after his father.
He's his father! Ain't no way! The old timer says, can't seem to train the arrogance out of him, huh? And then Master Bing Chi Ling was just like, oh no, like he takes after his father. He's obviously his father. Come on, guys. Also, this is a really cool art, by the way. Look at this guy. Yeah, he's a human. Look at him. He's just disguising himself. You need this lesson. Make no mistake, but you ain't gonna like it. Yeah, he's totally just like talking to Sett right now. Old timer's clearly the 50-year-old uncle. Yeah, obviously. He's a human. Okay, and yeah, so now we get back into the coin cards and everything. Alright. So it looks like this is the coin package, because now we're getting into the days where like we're gonna start getting Jack and Samira and stuff like that. Upon first glance and just like overview, right, and thinking about these cards, the coin package doesn't seem super strong to me. It doesn't seem, I don't know, it doesn't seem super weak, but it doesn't seem super ridiculous. It just seems like mid, honestly. But I also do think that they're going to be, I think either Jack or Samira will have more coin type support in them. There might be some sort of pre-built deck here, with maybe some flexibility. No way Samira doesn't have anything to do with coins. Yeah, like Samira might have something to do with coins, and it's very possible Jack could too, because it seems like Jack is the enemy that Sett is fighting, right? The old timer is Zillion in disguise. Yeah, this is just Zillion, guys. Zillion got really fucking buff, and he's back with a vengeance. I wish it's not Chronomancer, God. So yeah. I have to say, like, I don't know. I think that, like, I'm just looking at these cards. I think Tag Out will be a pretty decent card. I think Place Your Bets is good. But, like, also I like Attentive Accountant. Attentive Accountant's pretty neat. But some of these, like Master Bingwen, it's just, they're very conditional, and it's really hard for me to see it, especially when we don't have the full picture, right? Coins are Ionia, Jack and Samira also Ionia? No, so Samira is going to be Noxus most likely, and then Jack will be Bilgewater, because Jack is actually a follower in the game already. It's Jack the winner. Hey Airtaz, new to the game, even new to card games. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been enjoying. You can always feel free to ask any questions here in the stream. Legends of Runeterra community is very open and welcoming. Yeah, it's very hard to evaluate this on paper, especially because we are not seeing the full package. Okay, so let's also talk about the elephant in the room, which is rotation, right? So rotation is gonna be coming out, and they haven't told us exactly what cards are getting rotated out. When I look at Sett, who is this like 5-mana Ionian Challenger unit, I think of another 5-mana Ionian unit that also gets Challenger and can actually end the game. Which is, yeah, you guessed it. What the hell? Why is he not popping up? Which is, right, you guessed it, Lee Sin. I don't know. It seems you think they're gonna rotate out Lee Sin? He also gets barrier too. Do you think Lee Sin's gonna get rotated, guys? Because like they said 3 champions that are getting rotated, right? They were like Twisted Fate, Irelia, Vladimir. So in my head, I was like, oh, they're only rotating out those 3 champions. And they're just gonna rotate out like the other follower cards like Vile Feast and Avros and Sentry out as well, right? But it hadn't occurred to me that they could also just rotate out other champions as well, like freaking Lee Sin. Listen, I'm not complaining because I don't like Lee Sin as much as the next person. But yeah, I mean, like, Sett kind of, I mean, yes, he has access to the showstopper, which is fantastic, but Sett's not really a game ender. He seems more like a control-y type tool, if anything. You're not really ending the game with Sett. Versus Lee Sin, you do. So it's hard for me to see a space where Lee Sin exists where Sett can flourish, right? Unless the other half of the Sett package is great, which might be like Samira or Jack, right? Jack means Tahm Kench is getting rotated. Okay, but like, wait, but Tahm Kench and Tahm Kench Soraka, then not Starspring. I see Sett as a control. Jinx. Interesting. I think that, yeah, it's very possible there's something I'm not seeing here. I saw some people also saying that like Sett Freljord, which is just Ionia Freljord, we touched on that earlier with Old Timer. You could just play him with like a Sett Trundle type deck, perhaps, right? Which could work. Yeah, it's just, it's slower, right? Overall though, I like these cards, and I have to say, I think that the reason why I actually like these cards is that these Ionian cards don't really feel like Ionia. It's definitely very mid-rangey, and yeah, I like that. Like, I could see myself playing this card. Yeah, you could even play Sett and feel the Sett, like, so feel the rush with Sett, because when you, I think by then Sett will be leveled, and you'll just automatically generate a showstopper. Right? Something like that. If there's more tempo and less mid-rangey, yeah, I mean, they just don't really, they're not like super Ionian, in my opinion. Like, okay, tag out is super Ionian, but like, we're getting an obliterate. We just gotta cast Feel the Rush every turn to get our showstopper value. Yes, exactly. He's a proactive card in a reactive region. That's a really good way of putting it, Zeigner. That is a very, very great way of putting it. He's very, very proactive. You need to be like spending this 40 plus mana in order to level up your Sett and start doing broken things. Otherwise, he's just a 5 mana challenger unit. That's it, you know? Do you think people will prefer Facebreaker over Palm? Never. Palm is fast speed, which makes a huge difference. This being slow speed is just like the difference in speed is huge. So yeah, that's my evaluation of the cards so far. But before that, I want to talk about the level up animation for Sett, because this is important. I feel like a level up animation connoisseur at this point. And I need your guys' consensus on what you think about this level up animation. Just like in general, alright? Before I give my personal opinion. Alright, let's watch this again real quick.
Time to give them a show.
Music. Ugh, I really wish that they had music on level up animations again. Like I miss the music in level up animations. So someone says they don't like the level up animation. Looks like Naruto turns into Super Saiyan. Disappointed Sett is in Noxus Ionia. I think he was. I feel like he was gonna be Ionia. Feels more like a bar fight type feel for him than Big Brain plays Ionia style. Oh, you mean just like for Sett in general? Yeah, that's why it feels very different. I mean, Sett he's not your typical Ionian champion, I suppose. Generic cutscene level up. All right. So my opinion about it is I don't mind it. I like it. I mean, like, I would say that in comparison to like. Let me think. Okay, I don't like Kane's level up animation. Okay, we're not gonna compare to Rise. Well, everyone knows Rise level up animation is not good. But like Kane's level up animation, I don't really like. I think Kane's is like he looks a little weird. In this level up animation, I think that because you can see the entire scenery, it has a very like it's got, and because he's jumping down, it kind of reminds me of Draven from the Awakened cinematic, if you guys have seen it, where he's jumping down to fight Riven. And so him jumping down, and you also get these petals. I always love the card transitions into the level up animations. And so because you're like getting this bottom up view of the stadium and him jumping in, it actually feels pretty cool. I like the vibe, what's going on here. And then yeah, you get the landing. And when I think about landing, I compare this even to like the J4 level up animation. And even this looks like, okay, that's not a good angle to stop it on. But even like that jump down looks way, way better than the J4 level up animation, in my opinion, right? And I like that he's kind of like, he's doing this like catch on fire thing. My favorite aspect is that this translates over to his card art. I fucking love it when they do that. When they show like the level 1 and then the level up animation is the transition between level 1 and level 2. Because sometimes they don't do that. So I really like when they show this. You say no shot, this is better than J4's. I'm not saying this is better than J4's level up animation. I am saying this jump down looks better. Like just technically, like actually. Because when you look at the J4 level up animation, it's got a lot of power in it, and it's got like the freeze frame, and he's like jumps like Demacia, whatever the fuck, right? But then when he like actually lands, it like really looks a little wonky.
Give him a show.
But this actually his like movement is wonky, but the actual power of the J4 animation looks great, right? But this technically, that landing technically looks better, if that makes any sense, guys. And then I really like that you can see Jack in this level up animation. I like that you can see Jack. I have to say, Jack doesn't look fantastic in this level up animation, but I really respect that they put him in it. And in my opinion, it accomplishes what it's trying to do, because he looks very like monstrous, right? Which, I don't know, maybe that's just how Sett's perceiving him or something, you know, like... He looks a little goofy. But that being said, overall, I like the level up animation. Could there be more of like an oomph, like more of an impact moment on it? Maybe, yeah, like, sure. But overall, I think it's great. I like the level up animation.
Time to give him a show.
Like, I like that. Yeah, it ends right as he's just about to fight Jack, and I think that's cool. I love the little like, and he like powers on to like his fucking Super Saiyan fucking mode and whatever the hell, right? I think that's neat. Overall, I think it's a pretty solid level of animation. Not my favorite overall, but it's good. I think it's good. Yeah. So that's about it. I think that was all that I wanted to talk about regarding like the new cards and whatnot. I'm very excited for Jack and Samira upcoming. If you are watching on YouTube right now, sorry, I don't usually do this. If you're watching on YouTube right now, if you want to let me know who you think will be coming up next, whether it'll be Jack or Samira, I'd love to hear your thoughts and what you think about Sett in general. And yeah, I mean, yeah, my overall consensus, like I said, is that I just think he's kind of mid, right? This is a good card. It's a good card. But I think that Sett will be made better by rotation and the upcoming champions that are coming out. So yeah, all right, everybody, thanks for watching. Bye.